Now this, the FBI is refusing to provide a subpoenaed document that details Biden's alleged involvement in a bribery scheme while he was vice president. Russell Fry is a member of the House Oversight Committee, joining us now. They won't give you the document. What are you going to do?
Look, I think all options are on the table, including looking at heavily the FBI's budget. You know, the American people hire us to represent them. We in turn hire these agencies to do work on behalf of the American people. And if they won't produce this document, we need to look at defunding certain positions within the FBI. We need to look at subpoenaing personal testimony. There are a lot of things that Congress can do, but at the end of the day, the FBI and other agencies need to cooperate with Congress in their investigations.
Are we getting closer to the point where we can make the statement that Vice President Biden took money while in office? Are we getting closer to being able to say that?
I think every day, you know, we're continuing to subpoena bank records, connect the dots on the Biden family scheme, what influence they were peddling overseas, and then coming back and you see these bank deposits from shell companies overseas after the Bidens return home. I think every day is a new revelation about what is going on and what has been going on for far too long with this family.
I want to bring up the legal challenges that Trump faces in the future. The Mar-a-Lago documents, the Georgia election interference, January the 6th probe, the Trump Organization in New York City. I could see how he would carry the base on these legal challenges. But what about everybody else?
Well, I think the record speaks for itself. I mean, since he has become president and even before, we have seen witch hunt after witch hunt going after this administration. The Durham report was just released showing that the FBI didn't do its job, that they didn't safeguard evidence, that they didn't have any evidence. So we continue to see where law enforcement and prosecutors jump into this space to falsely accuse a president or a presidential candidate. I think it's wrong, and I think the American people deserve better.
Are you a Trump guy? Because
Absolutely.
DeSantis is going to go after these court cases.
No, I support the president. I think he did a great job while he was president for the American people. And at the end of the day, the American people want to see him back.
Got it. Congressman Russell Fry, thank you very much for being with us this morning, sir. We do appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
I know we'll see you again soon.
Absolutely.
You got it. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir.